Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode. Some may call it episode 241 of Millennial Movie Talk. I am one of your hosts, Alex, joined by Michael.
Hello.
And also joined by Braden. Boys, episode 241. Sorry, Braden. This is the beginning of a new era. No, it's not. I'm just going to introduce something dumb. This is going to be something so dumb, and it's going to be a great way to get us into the show and talking to each other. Boys, I think at the beginning of every episode now, one of us has to come in with a question. It can be about anything. Whoever's, and I think every week it's a different person introing the show, and they have to come in with a question.
Okay.
And it can be about anything, any question regarding shit. Right?
All right. Give it a
purely
whirl.
There, and we're not going to explain it every week. So next week, the next person just intros the show and then asks the question.
Chris is going to have no context.
Perfect. And I think instead of me going, and with Michael, I think I'll just start the show. We go, hello everyone, welcome to episode blah 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 blah. Michael, what's your favorite this? And then that, and then everyone answers after that, and that's everyone's way of being introduced for the episode.
It's like a less intrusive and less horrible like when you go to a uni course for the first class and they're like, what's your name, and introduce yourself, say a fun fact or whatever. It's like you get to know people without it being too much of a mess.
My question this week: what's your favorite meat for a roast?
Oh.
What's your favorite roast meat?
Oh,
Michael, you will be judged.
For the longest time, it was purely pork because of crackling.
Bad answer.
But my answer is lamb.
Braden?
See, I was thinking lamb as well, and I think for under the conditions of a roast, I would say lamb wins out. Because, otherwise, chicken is, my favorite all the time. Favorite of all time. But a lamb roast hits different.
Well, I'm glad to see we got variety, because I'm also coming in with the lamb roast. Because lamb is the best roast meat.
Yeah, and you're not biased whatsoever.
Nope. No, why would I be? I love my family. Why do I want to see them be roasted?
But they're just so delicious.
They are good, and we love roast lamb here at Millennial Movie Talk.
You heard it here first.
Anyway, I'm glad to see we got a bit of diversity this week.
There'll be more diversity as the show goes on.
Three white people eating roast lamb.
No, that level of diversity isn't gonna change. But that's just us. We can't. We're sorry about that. But. No, opinions will be diverse because we've got things to talk about where I'm sure we're all going to have different opinions on them.
See, this is a bit of a shit week, by the way, for me to introduce this because we all said the same thing, so there's no discussion or debate.
Yeah, I know.
Because
do you want to come in with a different one?
No, I don't, because lamb is the best. If I was to rank them, pork's down the bottom. Pork is. I like pork, but the crackling's the only good. If the best thing about the meat is not the meat itself, then we're not hanging out.
To Braden's point, are you including roast chicken?
Well, you got it. It's got roast chicken in front of it. I don't mind.
It's like a whole different bag though. Like when you think of a roast, you don't tend to think of a roast chicken.
Well, no, a roast chook, but I do like a roast chook. Now,
it's just all good.
The two bottoms, without a doubt, turkey and pork are just hanging out.
You see, turkey would be the one, because when I think of roast, I just don't think about cooking a turkey.
Well,
that is not even a part of my mindset.
The only time I think of having a turkey roll is Christmas.
Yeah.
And even then, half the time it's too dry.
I don't eat it. I don't eat the turkey roll because someone's cooked a roast lamb.
Yeah. I grab the single slither of the turkey and then a nice helping of everything else.
Yeah. I was also going to come in with what's your preferred hot cross bun, but I think everyone's going to say fruit.
Yeah, because it's the correct answer.
Well, it is, but I found a new hot cross bun this year.
Please don't say it's the pizza-shaped one.
It is not the pizza-shaped one.
Sorry, no.
So
there's a pizza-shaped hot cross bun from Coles.
So this year, I don't know, they could have done it the years before, but I found the apple cinnamon hot cross bun to be quite a treat.
That sounds good.
Quite an Easter treat, I found this to be.
Gemma is quite the fan of chocolate hot cross buns.
Okay, now...
So she's a child.
When you have a chocolate hot cross bun, are you just eating... Do you toast it?
No, toast it.
Butter?
She doesn't, and when I have had them, I haven't put butter on it. But
I feel like
Okay.
that's blending two different
you just
worlds.
you at least warm it up a bit. The chocolate's a bit like soft and stuff, and a bit melty in it.
Yeah.
It's good. It does taste good, but
Now, I think we can
normal
all
fruit
agree
hot cross
here.
bun.
We can all agree here. Fuck off with the fruitless hot cross buns. What is that? It's just
Just
bread.
It's just bread.
It's just
Bread.
bread.
Back to your point. That's the child option.
The
You
fruitless.
don't want sultanas in it. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the chocolate's also pretty much the.
Hey. People are allowed to enjoy their chocolate.
Apple cinnamon.
Yeah, that's
if you can get a hold of
right.
it, it's quite good.
I'm
Ha-
sure
Anyone in
everyone's going to
particular?
be hitting that up over this weekend.
Coles.
We'll come back next week.
Just
and
go to
discuss.
Coles. Get a apple cinnamon batch. I don't really go gourmet with my
Hot
vendors.
cross bun.
My vendors for hot cross buns.
not a baker's delight.
I stick to your big two. Your big two.
I love supporting a duopoly.
Yeah, I love supporting them so they can only increase prices and push out smaller businesses. No, but yeah, I'm glad we got some discussion around meat and hot cross buns, and now 7 minutes into this movie podcast, we can start talking about the content we love to consume.
That's it. Other than the meat and hot cross buns,
We consume.
um,
I can't wait to see whoever comes in next week to bring out a better question than meat and hot cross buns.
yeah,
Good luck.
The bar has been set.
Well,
The
I
bar's there.
also realized halfway through talking about meat, this is my only week to bring up hot cross bun options. Right, next week.
So
Hey
you're like,
everyone,
if I
Easter's
don't use it
over.
now-
What's your favorite hot
If I
cross
don't use
bun?
it now, it's out of date.
What's your favorite
Bless.
Easter egg to get? This is a good one.
I
Do you,
mean,
do you have one you get that you just go, fuck yes?
Yes,
I feel
but
like-
mine's the child option.
Oh, is it this?
what's the child option?
Is it this but big?
Oh, what is it?
Yes.
Wow,
It's
makes
the
me
The giant
surprised.
Kinder. Give me the giant Kinder surprise egg.
Absolutely
Any
correct
day.
choice. These are good. Hang on. These are good.
My favorite
These are little-
Oh, they have
form.
eggs.
Little mini Kinder eggs.
So my favorite form of a Easter egg is definitely the larger but hollow egg,
No, I disagree. I like
because it's
the
not too
small,
much.
solid ones.
The small solid ones.
Hence why I have a roll of foil of them because I've been eating them today.
Give me these,
Amazing.
Brad. Hang on, sorry.
Oh, here we-
I
How
wanna-
many Easter?
I won an
What?
Easter raffle and I've got a bunch of shit in my bag.
Are you off to
Do
church?
you mean like the
today?
ones that
What's
come
going
in
on?
like the cartons?
No, there's these,
Oh,
That-
there we
they're
go.
the-
Ones that
that's
might
That
right.
sounds
That's
real
my
good. The
pick.
microphone. I
That's
love
my
that.
pick.
but then there's these. I think this is what Braden's
that's
talking
great.
about.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
You see, I like those because they're just enough.
I'm gonna have to back Braden here. These are my. These didn't
Yeah.
realize.
There we go. We finally disagreed.
Didn't realize this. These are called hunting eggs because they're
Oh,
they're the
because
ones.
they're the ones
you-
that-
Put an
Okay.
Easter egg on.
So-
because the little ones, the kids can't find them, and then they're there
So
until
for
like
the audience
December.
around, if you're not Australian or UK, I guess they don't really do this in America. These are how do I do this?
What,
without-
Easter? No, they're too busy shooting children in schools, I think.
So they're
Oh.
hollow inside.
Yeah. Great amount of chocolate.
See,
I'm
they
very
are
jealous
they,
of Alex
They're
right
still a
now.
good option. They're still a good option. I can't say it's a bad choice.
That's it.
I prefer the little ones, but that's because I'm a little greedy bastard.
Because he's a little bitch. And that's it. So we will.
But my actual answer is Kinder. Any
I will,
Kinder.
I will preface what we're going to talk about for the second half of this show, because that's the part that contains spoilies. The end of this episode, we will be discussing the most recent episode of Invincible. We want to talk about it, or we want to talk about it with all spoilers, so that way we don't want to stop you from being able to listen to the show if you haven't caught up on Invincible. So, last week, I was watching a couple films, and I hadn't finished one of them, and it was to watch a new film and actually appreciate it a bit more. I finished Ghostbusters 2, It's real good fun.
It's a lot of
Really
fun.
enjoyed it. It's really fun. It's really fun. The Statue of Liberty and everything. Great fun. Good stuff. Ghostbusters Afterlife. I fucking loved it.
So
It was really good.
I think it's really good and a lot of fun. And I really think that it's one of the best uses of the bringing back a dead actor in CGI form.
I was I was shocked at them actually having his whole likeness there.
I thought he was there a little too long, maybe.
Yeah, but I feel like him being there for too long was the joke.
Yeah.
Because the joke was that all the other three guys were all looking at him for ages. And it, like, I mean, I could have done without it, but like, I didn't think it was too bad or like distasteful or anything.
Too bad. Too few.
I also just thought like the film itself, in terms of like all the franchises of the past that we've been seeing get adapted with like reboots or remakes or like new sequels, like legacy sequels, as we've been calling them. I feel like Ghostbusters Afterlife really, really perfectly walked that line of like, here's the deep cut Ghostbusters shit for the deep cut Ghostbusters fans. And this is also just a fresh new movie that you can just jump on. Because like, in terms of like pop culture zeitgeist, everyone knows what the Ghostbusters is. Like, you don't have to have seen Ghostbusters to know of Ghostbusters. So for a new person to go watch Ghostbusters Afterlife, you could totally just be like, oh yeah, and because they give you everything you need in the film. She goes and Paul Rudd's like, oh man, Ghostbusters, awesome. And they're like, what's that? And then she Googles it and watches the ad on YouTube back in the day. Like, I loved that. It was really good. McKenna Grace is fantastic as the lead of these films as well.
She plays quirky nerdy really well.
Really well. I mean, now we'll just get into. So I really liked Afterlife. Then we got to go see Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, the new one.
I've changed my tune a little bit on Frozen Empire, mainly because I've had time to think about it.
Yeah.
So you've differed from when I talked to you about this the other day.
Yeah, I came out being like, that was a lot of fun. Did it make sense? No. Did everything work? No, but it was still fun. Now, I'm still very much on the fun part. I still think it's fun. I think
still team fun.
I'm still team fun. I think it was good just to see a movie in the theater because we've only really had Dune this year, so it was nice to have a new one to go to the theater and see. And it is a big movie to sit down and the family can go see it, which is good. And it is fun, like we said, because I got to stress it's fun, because I can't say it's good, but I can say it's fun, which it is. Now, are there plot holes and things that are quite annoying for me? And I've just taken a step back to imagine the scope again, where, spoilers for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, if you haven't seen it, you've had about a week. We're going to be spoiling it, but also giving our thoughts. I think this is just totally going to be spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, toodaloo. One of the big things that I that was brought to my attention was that Ghostbusters 1 ended with a big climactic scene on the top of the Empire State. Was it Empire State? Top of the
top of the building that was the apartment of Sigourney Weaver.
On the top of a building with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man going through the city, destroying everything. Ghostbusters 2 ended with a big climactic action scene where they literally bring the Statue of Liberty to life and walk it over to the final battle. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire ends in a garage.
Yeah, it ends in their garage.
Yeah, it's the final battle's in a garage.
Yeah. Once the final battle really starts, there is about a solid 20 square feet of movement.
Yes. Which is a little, I realize that it does make it seem a little anticlimactic.
I can see that. It's like they give you the little bit of like when the ice is starting to take over New York. And like they have the like spikes and stuff like coming out of the ocean.
New York should have been in ice halfway through the movie.
Yeah, it was really late in the film, which was
Disappointing.
interesting.
Um,
Because it meant we didn't get a lot of time to experience the oh
main
no,
villain.
New York's been taken over by ghosts again.
Correct. A lot of the film was investigating this orb that the main villain was chilling in, which now I've come to think about it. They established quite early on that the orb's interacting with other ghosts, and the other ghosts fear the orb.
Yep.
And they decide not to do anything about the orb. They decide to keep it in the facility after it's caused blackouts. Now,
yep.
If I'm running a ghost containment facility and research facility, number one on my list, backup generator, which they don't have.
I think there was a line where he said the backup generator should kick in.
Nope. Because as soon as it went out, that power went out, I was like waiting for this backup generator to kick in, and it never kicked in. Oh. So, yep. So no backup generator in this facility. Trust me, I was really hoping they'd say it. Nothing like that. But they established that the orb's bad, and the orb's trying to talk to the other ghosts. They have a perfect housing facility for the ghost in Kamal Nanjiani's wardrobe, basement, secret room, which is, they've said, is one of the reasons why the ghost hadn't escaped, because it was in this brass room.
It's where it's been this whole time.
I would have just popped it back in there until we worked out what we could do with it.
It's a very good call. It's almost like, that would have solved the entire film's
Yes.
plot.
Now, I know we need a movie, we need consequences. But great writers of great films give themselves no plot holes to get around it.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's just like, okay. I see where you had a lot of fun ideas, but then we're like,
not 100% well thought out. But yeah, just think, But like I said, a lot of fun. I thought the middle dragged a bit. It took too long to get to the main villain, man.
I thought they did a really good job of just sort of expanding on sort of what you want from a Ghostbusters movie, where especially when it is the fourth in this franchise now, where like I think we said after the film ended, we were pretty impressed with how it managed to balance such a large cast.
Yes.
Like it felt like everyone sort of got their moments. And it didn't, like, obviously Bill Murray ain't in it a lot. That is not a shock to anyone no one was expecting Bill Murray to be the star of this film. But yeah, I think they did a really good job of like expanding those relationships, showing how our characters have grown and where they're at now, where they're going to be.
And there was, to me, there was
chemistry works well.
There was only one real poor use of nostalgia, which was the library scene.
Oh yeah, where it felt like the laziest part of the film.
Yes,
it was like
there was nostalgia and callbacks, which were fine. Most of them felt fun and
but like
fine.
With Afterlife, when they had the muncher, it was like, oh, this is like when they had Slimer in the first one, and
straight out here they got Slimer,
and then here it's just like Slimer's back. Don't you all love Slimer? Hey, the little Stay Puft Mini Marshmallow guys are back, and they're in the movie so much more. And hey, it's the librarian telling him to shush, and then doing the exact same puppet.
I reckon they just
animation.
took that. I reckon they took that, and just
it looked exactly the same. So yeah, those little moments, like those were like the Slimer one I was fine with. The library one was like, okay, that's cheap.
The Slimer one you had to be fine with because it was Finn Wolfhard's only.
It was his entire bit of storyline.
It was his entirely. Yeah, it was just. Oh, that's the only thing he got to do in the film was have a couple scenes confronting Slimer.
Yeah, which I kind of like, because it was just like, yeah, we're taking this character where we could have very easily gone with, oh, he's older now, and oh, the girl from the first Afterlife is also older, and are they gonna get together?
I feel like
Who
it was a little bit
knows?
wasted though, them two being in the film. I feel like they're definitely the two that get forgotten.
Yeah, they are the two that get sort of pushed to the
In
back
terms
of, the
of
group.
characters that you could have done more with.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, the original 3 Ghostbusters are alive. Dan Aykroyd, he gets the most to do, and then Ernie Hudson's in it a bit more, and he's doing a lot more behind the scenes.
He's a lot more of a force, which you don't exactly see him doing a lot in the film.
Yeah.
But his force is always there because he's so integral to their existence.
Yeah. So yeah, and Bill Murray, everyone knew that Bill Murray was going to be in it for 5 minutes.
Yeah. And hey, he's really good in his 5 minutes.
He is.
But Paul Rudd and what's
Carrie Coon.
Yeah.
They're good.
I thought they were good. Their chemistry is fun, and them
Paul Rudd's just so likable. It's just
Paul Rudd, man. Oh, just rude. Like, how can a person be so nice and lovable?
So I end up giving it 2.5 with a big. It's fun.
A big it's fun.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what I gave it. I really enjoyed it though. I really liked it.
Yes.
It's fun. Is good. It's a good time. I liked it. I recommend it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
I
was also very fresh off of just watching all the other Ghostbusters movies.
I would say if you liked Afterlife, watch it. Go see it. If you didn't like Afterlife, probably not for you.
Yeah, if you didn't like Afterlife, then no, this film is definitely not for you.
Yeah.
It is 100% about McKenna Grace's character. Like, and I mean, she's great.
Which makes sense. It's a direct sequel to Afterlife. So
if you didn't like Afterlife, yeah, not for you. But yeah, I really liked Afterlife.
Well,
I highly recommend it.
I watched a new movie on Prime this week.
A new Prime movie.
A new Prime movie. And I also watched its 80s counterpart.
Oh, okay. You did actually go. Okay. I'm curious to hear about that as well.
I saw that you watched one, not the other. I was
so I watched them back to back. I watched the 80s one very late at night. So that one I have less to talk about just because I was a little fatigued while watching that one.
Okay.
But I want to talk about the Roadhouse remake with Jake Gyllenhaal and Conor McGregor.
Yeah, that's my main question.
So
oh no.
Is the movie great? No. Is Jake Gyllenhaal given everything he's got to the movie? No.
That's not what I was expecting at all.
Is the writing good? No.
Oh, okay, yep.
Is Conor McGregor a good actor? No.
No.
Yeah,
Could I not take my eyes off the screen though the whole time he was in the movie? Oh, boys. This man, he cannot act, but you can't take your eyes away. He is so much fun.
Does he seem like he's really committed and into it?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
But it best part of the film is Conor McGregor. His character Knox is just a guy that they call in about halfway through the film to deal with Jake Gyllenhaal's character. And you can't take your eyes off him. He's like some of his his line delivery and that is just, but this guy's insane. I don't think he's acting. I think he's just Conor McGregor in the film.
Right, okay, yeah.
Like the introduction to him is walking naked in Italy. And then he burns down a village. And he has oh god, do I just show his opening scene because it's
can you show it?
There's no penis.
Okay.
Now Braden's disappointed.
You just got to hear his line delivery, but it's
oh god,
it's you can't take your eyes away from it. It's mesmerizing.
In like watching a car crash, or
it's like.
yeah.
But I just want to say I gave the movie a 3 out of 5. The movie itself is extremely entertaining.
Better than Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
I would watch this again. That's how I had to rank it. Now it's actually a 2.5, but when I was watching it with someone, I said if this one thing happened, I would give it a 3. I'd bump it up to a 3. And we got halfway through the credits and it happened.
Halfway through the credits?
Oh, like the main set of credits. Like a post credits scene, and it happened. It's the fight, the action is actually pretty well filmed, and I really like the directing and the style of the movie. It's from the director of a couple of the Bourne films, and American Made with Tom Cruise that came out a couple years ago. So Doug Liman, he also directed Edge of Tomorrow. So he makes good movies. And I actually really like, and I thought that his actual filming of the action scenes worked well. Jake Gyllenhaal is having fun. He's not like giving it his all. He knows what movie he's in.
Seriously.
He knows which movie he's in. Can you hear this?
I can.
Cool. All right. We could get copyright. I won a copyright claim the other day, by the way, against.
You did. But the difference is that scene was in its entirety on YouTube, already posted by the company. So maybe just like if you can find just like a line.
Nah,
and like
we're doing it.
The clip.
We're going for it.
Oh boy.
Brain, you gotta go big or go home. Come on.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home. It's totally
you're,
Amazon.
You're already at home, so.
What did you say, Bray?
I said it's only Amazon.
Yeah, fuck him.
What is the premise of this movie?
Oh, so Roadhouse is about a roadhouse, which is kind of like a pub on a highway.
Yeah.
Like when you see a diner in a movie.
Yeah.
It's like when you're watching Madam Web and they all end up in a diner, which looks like it's for some reason stuck in the 60s.
It's like a country pub.
That's you guys.
Whoa.
Is it like a country pub? Is that how you describe
that man? Is that Captain Boomerang?
That's Conor McGregor. So which is funny because my mum watched a bit of this and she went, "Yeah, he reminds me of that Irish MMA fighter." And I went, "Mum, that's him." Anyway, so it's about Jake Gyllenhaal, who's like a well-renowned ex-UFC fighter. This isn't pretty much the premise of the original one, but the original one, Patrick Swayze wasn't a UFC fighter. It was just a guy that was known for killing someone. But anyway, he gets hired to come and help out this bar because this bar's just in constant fights and bikies rocking up, and so he's brought in to kind of sort out that situation. And this is Conor McGregor's opening scene. So like halfway through the film.
Yeah.
So I'll skip through some of it. So
his whole ass is out. They like bend over and shit too?
Yeah. So that's just we can talk over this and we'll keep talking. And I'll just wait.
What the fuck do you care?
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of just him, hey.
Yeah.
Hang
on. His facial expression is unhinged.
He's very overly happy, hey.
He does look very unhinged.
Okay. Jeez, okay.
Alright, it's just line delivery here.
So, what do you need? I leave right away.
It's
Man, he was not having a conversation.
No.
I leave right away.
He had timing that he was trying to hit.
So you just can't take your eyes off him throughout the whole film. Yeah. He's having a lot of fun, and someone summed it up perfectly. He's just playing a Grand Theft Auto character.
Wow, yeah, that did look like a scene from a Grand Theft Auto game.
And it's just the ending to this movie is ridiculous, but so entertaining. It's just the ending is just him and McGregor going at it, and
nice.
It's so much fun. Jake Gyllenhaal is ripped to shit in this movie, and I had fun with it. It's a great bad watch.
But it seems like the type of movie that, like, if I hadn't heard about it from you or anything, like I I would have like my pa would have come over and he would have been like, "Oh, I watched something on Amazon Prime. It was really fun."
Yeah, it's
I'll
Holy
be like,
fuck,
"Oh,
he
what
is
was
jacked.
it's a lot of
Jake
fun.
Gyllenhaal's fuck.
Yeah,
He's wham.
yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal got ripped for the movie. I'm not
Jake
sure.
I have just look it up.
Gyllenhaal net worth.
No, not net worth.
Why whenever you search a celebrity, always it comes up with net worth immediately?
They dedicate a
Road.
bit of time to a love story in the film that just doesn't,
Jesus.
which is
Good
ends
for
up-
him.
which is a bit of a waste of the time for the runtime of the film. But yeah, it is a little too long. But it is a lot of fun, and I'd say just watch it if you want to have some fun.
Yo, good for. I feel like Jake Gyllenhaal didn't do this movie for the movie. I feel like he did it for the training regiment that he got to do.
And I'm not sure if anyone's seen the TikToks, the new meme of Conor McGregor, being like, "Where the fuck is everybody?" Like, it's
God.
great.
I haven't seen that.
It seems like the type of movie that would get memed.
A lot of fun.
Bless.
Yeah, a lot of fun, and some really, really funny, questionable one-liners too, which are great. And the
Ooh,
movie's
yep.
ridiculous. Then I watched the original Roadhouse. The only thing I knew about the original Roadhouse is that he rips a guy's throat out. Which he did. And the line, I used to fuck guys like you in prison.
Jesus.
Both happened within a second of each other.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, it was very 80s. It has a definite style to it. Patrick Swayze is the Sways. And yeah, it's a bit of fun. Check it out.
I'm watching the gif of him ripping a guy's throat out.
Oh,
I want to see it.
Sways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can put that on.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
he
that
does-
one
he-
might be a bit far.
He does do that. Hey.
Hey,
That's
rips a man's throat out.
interesting.
Um,
That's wild.
Other than that, I've been watching Shameless still, and still enjoying Shameless. Might I ask?
Nice.
3 seasons in,
Damn.
go me. 3 down,
I'm
8
I'm
to
proud
go.
of Jesus, that's so many.
It is now. I just realized it. I just realized
Oh my
what I
God.
said.
You really starting to feel it?
There's a lot more Shameless around.
Bless.
And did I watch anything else? I'm trying to. Yeah, no, that's it. Ghostbusters, Roadhouse. Oh, Zero Dark 30 was on TV last night. Dad and I ended up watching all of that.
Yeah.
How was that?
That movie's sick. I love Zero Dark 30. You know, just a movie about America being America getting shit done.
Fucking action movie tough.
Just Americans hunting down Taliban. Have you seen Zero Dark 30, Brad?
No.
It's very good. Can I just be like,
It
it's-
doesn't seem like my type of film.
do you know what it's
but
about?
I mean, did you not just summarize it?
It's
just
a
then?
real life story about the hunt for Osama bin Laden.
Ah.
And they get him.
Oh, whoa. So
uh,
it's fictional.
because he's still out.
He's still out there.
No,
He's
I
alive.
He's out there with Tupac.
I think it's interesting. I like a good investigation movie, and they kind of don't. What I like about the movie is that they don't shun away for showing you that America did pretty questionable things
Okay, that's good.
to get information. So they do just like they do kind of go into especially in the first half of the film about some of their tactics for torturing bad people, might I add, but
Yeah.
still torturing, waterboarding, and doing all the shit,
Yeah.
like locking him into rooms with no light and no food and no water.
Wild stuff.
Yeah, just to get information from it. So I'm glad that they do that, but like the second half of the film is they don't shy. Like I don't want to kind of be like the movie's not in the wrong at all for being like America, we did this, because it's not really
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's
You know, they
It's like, hey, America, we did this.
they
Look at what
mainly
it's America being like, look at what we did.
yeah, and look and yes, was it great? Some of what we did, no, But a lot of it's like centered around Jessica Chastain's character, who was a real life person, and it kind of delves into that fact that they were recruited straight out of high school into the CIA, and everything, and the only thing they've ever been put on to from high school was the hunt for Bin Laden. So it delves into a bit from they've been with the CIA for 12 years, and this has been their only thing that they've been put on. So when you work your whole professional life towards one goal, what happens when it's achieved?
Yeah, like do you just get like immediate like forever pension and you can just retire? Like,
I mean, if you find Osama bin Laden, I feel like you deserve to.
Yeah, I feel like you deserve to just be like, yeah, cool, we're done.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you hate
You've
to
worked.
spend 12 years of your life working on something and you get it, and then you come into work the next day and they're like, all right, cool, we got a new one for you. Like,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, which is more than likely probably what happened.
Yeah.
They probably let her take a couple weeks off.
You'd hope for a holiday, yeah.
Yeah, go to the Maldives on us. Go for a bit of a holiday. Nah, look, I think it's a very well acted, very well directed, and very well paced movie. And the last 30 minutes where it's just the operation itself of going into it, like it's cool as shit. Like, and hearing cool as shit in terms of how they filmed it, not them killing.
Cool shit watching them fucking break into his house.
Well, I mean, look, they broke into a house hiding.
Yeah, it is a raid.
A very big mass murderer.
Yeah, it's bad dude.
Yeah, bad. One of the worst, some would say.
Yeah, did bad shit.
Yeah, and hearing the actual real life Navy SEALs who were on the mission talk about it, they did a pretty good job in. Now, I can't speak for the real life Navy SEALs. Yes, if you're an American, they are a hero. But sometimes when I hear them talk about the mission and what they did, they're a little too upbeat. They're like
real cheery.
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right, guys. I'm just like, yeah, this is
take a step back.
You know, can we read the room?
Yeah. Like I understand they're a bad guy, but like, can you at least like act a little human about like taking other human lives, please?
Yeah. But I guess they're trained to be desensitized. They have to.
True, very true. They are very desensitized. Yeah, craziness. Bless.
Watch it though if you want. If you don't, that's fine
want.
as well.
Okay. No, you know what I've been watching?
What have you been watching?
Everyone, because I mean, obviously, a little bit of a smaller pool in terms of the overall like society, but I work in a comic book shop.
Do you?
A lot of people have been talking about X-Men 97.
Yeah.
Everyone in my general vicinity has been jumping on X-Men 97, the new follow-up show to the X-Men the animated series from the 90's. And they were all saying it's really, really, really good. And I was like, all right, I'll watch it. So I started watching the X-Men animated original series from the 90's because I was like, well, I want to watch the stuff before it to watch the new stuff. Thankfully, so there's 5 seasons of it. Thankfully, I've been told the 5th season, you basically don't have to watch any of it, just watch the final episode. And then you can start the new one. It's like, okay, cool. But I am a season and a half through the original X-Men animated series, and it's good fun. It's really just like, I recommend just like popping it on in the background. Like you don't have to focus on it or anything. It was a 90's kids cartoon show, but like they do a really good job. They do a really good job of adapting.
To watch the new show?
No, because like they give you everything you need to just start, but like I really wanted to see how these characters had like been interacting and what they'd gone through before just jumping straight into it.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm really keen to watch the new one because I am hearing it's very good. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to smash through 2 more seasons of the OG, and then I can start the new one. And I think it was a 2-episode like season start, and then 1 episode each week from there. So by the time I catch up, there might be like 3 or 4.
Drip feeding us, are they?
Drip feeding.
Well, Michael, did you watch
Just like-
anything of note?
Us for this episode, Michael. Didn't watch it.
Mainly me and Gemma just finished
Matt.
watching Ted Lasso. So a year on, and the ending still hits just as hard.
Oh yeah,
And yeah, it's
that's
great
it.
show.
That's all you've been watching.
Nice.
Nothing
That
else
is
of note.
a lot of other than the thing we'll be talking about after. Nothing else.
Wow, Michael.
It's just a lot of planning for our trip, so we haven't really been watching anything.
Oh yeah. Why don't you just
That's fair.
watch Mr. Bean's Holiday and
Just follow everything he does.
just that's your itinerary. Can't.
There's
Yeah.
our itinerary done and
Can't.
dusted.
Can't.
Mr.
I'll-
Bean's Holiday and what's the National
I won't even-
Lampoons?
Rugrats Go to Paris. Watch that. too?
Rugrats Go to
Ooh.
Paris. Yeah, do that
That's a good
one.
one to
You
watch.
see, I'll just watch these movies. Tell Gemma, hey, I come up with an itinerary. I won't run her by it or anything. We'll just
Yeah.
we'll just let it play out.
I want
That'd be
to
great.
assign you a bunch of movies where established characters go to Europe. So Mr. Bean's Holiday, which is characters already in Europe, by the way. Him, but we'll move it along. He goes to Cannes. That and what else? Rugrats Go to Paris is a great one. What else is there of in the obviously European Vacation, as Braden mentioned. That's
Yep.
another good one to watch. What else? What other?
Surely got to watch Taken.
Well, Taken, he does go to but he wasn't an
Does go to
established
Paris?
character. Unfortunately, that was
True.
movies.
Yeah,
where
I just went to Letterboxd and searched for a list called Travel to
Characters
Europe. And there's a
go
list
to-
someone's made called Watch If You Were Too Broke to Travel to Europe During Summer that starts with Call Me By Your Name.
Okay, but they're not established. We need
Yeah.
established characters. Okay.
That's right. I'll watch
Casino
Mamma Mia. I'll
Royale?
watch Mamma Mia too.
Oh, Spider-Man Far From Home.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah. I
they
can
do
do
go
it.
to
Oh, we
Europe?
will be in Venice.
Yeah.
There you go. You watch it in Venice, which would be a bit of fun.
Oh,
Mamma Mia.
A lot of these movies are giving me movies that are just set in Europe.
Yes, that's the thing I was coming
Yeah.
up with
Oh,
as well.
Paddington 2. I don't know.
I still need to
Paddington
watch Paddington
2.
2. I still need to watch Paddington 2.
Paddington 2.
gotta.
European Vacation, of course.
Paddington 2 European Vacation. It's my favorite Paddington
Look, I could
movie.
give you so many movies where just people go to Europe and
Oh yeah.
have fun. Before Sunrise is another good one. That's
Surely-
established characters, and they go to Europe. They go to France.
What's-
Indiana
no.
Jones and the Last Crusade. They go to Europe in that film. They go to Germany.
Oh, true.
There you go. Braden, Ocean's 12. They go to Europe in Ocean's 12.
Oh, but that's the bad one.
Yeah, but they're established characters that go to Europe.
Yeah.
They fit the criteria. The criteria wasn't had to be good movies.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
unfortunately, it checks
True.
out.
I'm trying to remember. There was definitely like a Chipmunks movie or some shit, like a sequel film where they went to.
One of the Chipmunks movies, Michael. They go to Paris.
I would rather not.
But look, mate, if you're looking for other movies, look, I don't know
There's a
what to
plot-
help you there.
there's a
Mamma
plethora
Mia,
of
Mamma Mia
ones,
2
but-
seems like a good. They go to Greece.
Yeah.
and that. Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. I'm sure 2. I'm sure they pants travel. I'm sure they go to Europe.
I'm sure they hit Europe at some
Sure
point.
sure those pants get to Europe.
Really? Do you think
Uh,
the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants still like happened during like COVID and stuff?
What freight delays and that? I don't know.
Yeah, the pants got stuck in the Suez Canal when the boat went sideways.
Yeah, that's where the pants were. They were freaking out, the sisters.
Oh, they didn't know what to do.
No, are we gonna have to start again with the pants?
It's less.
We have to get a whole new
New
pants. We have
pants?
to work it out again. It's just the logistics are a nightmare
Yeah.
on working out these pants.
Goddamn. Should we talk about Invincible?
I was going to, Brain, before we jump into that, did you watch the Acolyte trailer?
I did watch it. I did. I'm excited for it. It's cool.
I'm in. I'm in.
Didn't we talk
I'm in.
about it
It's
last
cool
week?
to see. No, we talked
Oh, the
about how it was
poster.
about to come out. It was just the poster.
You guys
But
watch
now
the
that we've got the
Beetlejuice trailer?
trailer. Pardon?
Do you guys watch the Beetlejuice trailer?
No, I have not.
Nah.
I did. The little teaser trailer they did.
Yeah, it's
I
cool.
like the
I like
name.
the title. I like the title, Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I really
Because you
like
got to
the
do a
title.
third one now.
Well, I mean, they're setting themselves up, aren't they? But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it does feel like. I mean, yeah, of course, General Taker's in it. Like, who else are you gonna cast in it? But yeah, I mean, look, I'm interested to see what they do with it. Very interested to see what they do with it. I mean, I'm here for Michael Keaton being Beetlejuice, but
That's going to be interesting.
But yeah, I really liked the Star Wars Acolyte trailer. I think it's going to be really interesting getting to explore an era of Star Wars that we haven't seen on screen before.
I think that's what's keeping me on board with this. It's like when we got the first season of Mando, outside of being excited for Mando. It's because it was it was something we didn't spend heaps of time on.
There's only one thing. There's one new thing I heard about the Acolyte, whatever we're calling it, that has made me somewhat excited.
Ooh.
And was that they didn't use the volume at all. So
it's just like actual sets and
it's
shit.
actual sets and locations.
Ooh. Damn straight. It's what made Andor so good.
So I'm a little bit more on board.
Well, it's not what made Andor so good, but it was part of what made Andor so good.
The only time we should be using the volume is when we're trying to get scenes that's set during like the perfect hour.
Or just places that don't exist.
Well, yeah, they used it in the Batman for the perfect reason. To get that to the scene between him and Catwoman during like sunset, like that is great because that saves so much time.
Yeah, you can't feasibly actually shoot that at all.
Well, you feasibly can. It just takes forever.
It would take you like a week, and God forbid if the weather's different one night.
Yep. So
yeah, it'd be crazy.
Great use of it. For that.
It feels like it's going back a little bit to like the second you have multiple lightsabers on screen, it feels very prequelsy, which is fun. So I'm interested to see how they do that.
We like the prequels.
And I'm interested to see what's her name from the Matrix?
Carrie
Ann Moss.
Carrie Ann Moss.
She looks really cool in it. The guy from Squid Game is there, and looks exactly like him. I'm just excited to get a bunch of like cool side character Jedi. Like we're gonna get a Wookiee Jedi and a bunch of other people. So that should be good fun.
We're getting the fucking like yellow colored lightsabers.
Yeah,
like like the Guardians or whatever they're called. They have those.
Yeah,
it's gonna be good.
I love it. I love the yellow lightsabers. Give me different color lightsabers. They're great. And we have a character who is hunting down Jedi, which is cool to see dark side stuff like that. But yeah, I'm interested in it. All right, Invincible. I'm very fresh off it. I just watched it. So
Michael,
so did I. I watched it for the show. Yeah. I purposely planned when I was going to watch it.
Sorry, you guys don't watch it the day it drops.
I completely forgot it existed until this afternoon when I went, oh shit, because I was like, oh, I need to make the thumbnail for MMT, and I went to change the thumbnail and went, oh shit, I need to watch Invincible.
Haha. Yes.
I did not. Well, it was like a double fake out for those of us who haven't read the comic. Like, I was not expecting Rex to just actually get shot. I felt like the cliffhanger from last episode was totally one of those things where it's like, okay, someone else is going to show up and is going to stop it from happening.
After I was gonna say after Alex talking about how like much of a joke that was it Lizard League?
Yeah,
how much of a joke that I was exactly waiting for that, and it's just like, go on, do it, and pop.
Oh,
I was like,
I want to preface by saying, so everything with Rex, comic accurate. Him getting shot in the head, then him surviving being shot in the head.
Yeah,
and
just a little squirting,
murdering
with
King
with
Lizard
his stump,
with his bone stump.
Oh,
what was new was Shrinking Ray surviving. In the comics,
Yeah,
Shrinking Ray
what
just
was that about?
dies. In the
Oh my
comics,
God.
Shrinking Ray just fucking dies.
Yeah.
In that part, she just gets eaten,
You
and
pra-
that's he. In the comics, it's a he.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
so
she practically rebirths herself through the neck hole.
yeah, comes out the neck hole, and it's like, oh,
man.
shit.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, so that was new.
Yeah,
Um,
cool.
but
I'm glad they mixed it, like pulling things like that on.
yeah,
Keeping guys like you surprised as well.
we love Rex.
Well, I mean,
We do
like
right.
that, and obviously the like ending of all the like Martian and the squibbly dibs, those things, like those were our like big action set pieces for the episode, because then the rest of the episode just got real sad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're talking
was a
about
real-
emotions.
Oh, it was a real feels episode.
yeah, with Amber and
Oh,
Amber and Mark are not longed for this world together.
yeah.
But we did get introduced to Space Racer.
Yeah.
We did.
Who
And the
is
Infinity Pistol. Is that what it's called?
yeah, it's Space
Yeah,
Racer.
It's wicked.
It's
All the stuff. What is it? It's like all the novels are actually tales of actual things that can harm Viltrumites.
how cool is that?
Yeah.
And they just
It's
didn't-
wicked.
They didn't sell well.
They didn't sell well. They were bad books.
They were
bad books.
It's all real, and then
I
this is real.
I told him I
sci-fi.
liked him, but I didn't read him.
This
Yeah.
is all real
Yeah.
sci-fi, and no one cared.
Yeah, this is real actual sci-fi. Nah.
He
No,
made money off
bad.
his travel books.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh yeah. That's something I've always loved from the comics. Is that he wrote about his real life adventures, which you'd assume would be fucking sick, which they are, but they just didn't sell.
Yeah.
And then you've also got the beasts that can just murder people.
Oh, Viltrumites, yeah, because of the gravity on their planet, they're super strong or something.
Oh,
It's been since
I was-
Thursday since I've watched, so I'm trying to remember what else. We had Alan talking to Mark.
all
Alan,
the Alan stuff was
coming
great.
back.
Alan and the Immortal.
Yeah. He's just like, why?
Oh.
I just got here. What are you doing? And the Immortal's just heartbroken and just a mess.
Yeah, he's a bit
Yeah.
of a mess.
Oh, man. But, and man, tell you what, in these past 2 episodes, they have completely done a 180 on, like, Rexplode just being a shithead. Like,
He's great, and
He likes interior
so
design
likable.
magazines.
He's
doesn't
so
like the internet.
likable.
He doesn't like the internet.
Yeah, I agree. Like, man, in 2 episodes, they turned him around for me, 100%. Like, he was fun, but, like, he was a fun
a dick.
shithead.
He was a
But
dick.
now he's just like, I really feel for him, and like, I understand him more. Like, it was great.
He hit you with my life flashed before my eyes, and I didn't like it.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Oof.
Like, this feels like a turning point.
This
for
is
him.
why I think we're getting a Rexplode
Well, I tell you what,
origin
Alex,
story.
about 5 minutes into the episode, I didn't think we were going to be getting a Rexplode origin story.
I can also say that I had that exact thought.
I-
As soon as he got shot, I was like, oh well, there goes the origin episode.
Damn.
I think that's what I think we're getting one.
I hope so.
In this season break coming up, because we've got 2 episodes left. Now you would think that in the next 2 episodes we're getting Soul Angstrom Levy shit.
Yeah, because that was what they
Like, there's
teased
only 2
with.
episodes?
And he's really been in the background. And by in the background, I mean not around at all.
But that's
For a
very
while.
much like the comics. He pops
Okay.
up like in the comics.
'Cause we started the season with him a fair bit.
And 100% like the comic. He comes in, he's got the big thing with him and Mark, and then he's setting up his machine, and then he blames Mark for his disfiguration and all
Yeah,
this
shit goes wrong.
and then he fucks off.
Yeah.
And that's just like the comics. Then we have all this other stuff going on, and then he comes back.
Just enough for you to kind of forget about him.
Yeah.
And then he comes back and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. We don't even get all this like extra post credit stuff that we've been getting in the show, like him getting his tailored suit, him going to some
Yeah.
other dimensions to talk to some other people. We get none of that in the comics. He just goes.
Got like a nice little Walking Dead reference in there as well.
Yeah, not too much, which I'm glad.
Kirkman there.
Very possible next episode we get, if they sorted out the rights and they sorted out talking, we could get a Spider-Man cameo next episode.
That would be insanity
There's
if they actually managed to pull that off.
There's a whole comic dedicated to Invincible and Spider-Man hanging out. So I'm not sure if we'll get like heaps of it, but if they work that out, we could very much be getting a Spider-Man cameo.
You know what I hope?
What?
I hope personally that they pay homage to that moment, but it's not Spider-Man at all. It's like off-brand, generico, like parody Spider-Man.
Well, in the comics, he comes out of like a portal, and you see Doc Ock's arm go to grab Invincible, and
that's
then
fun.
the portal closes. And that's all we saw in Invincible. But then they released an actual comic of what him and Spider-Man were doing in that world.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's in the comics. I'm not sure if they're actually going to do that in the
I'd
movies.
be very shocked.
People were thinking maybe they do a boys thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If they're going to do a crossover bit, especially with all the multiversal stuff going on with Armstrong at the moment, like that would be your time to do it. So. And yeah, that is also Amazon, isn't it?
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Also, just trying to remember. I'm going to go back to Prime and see if there's anything we really missed throughout this episode. The baby is being a baby. Oliver. I accidentally name dropped Oliver last week, and I had to catch myself about talking about it more because I realized I hadn't named him in the show yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think that was a big deal that they about me name dropping him, but who knows?
No, I thought it was fine. I wasn't offended.
I just didn't want to keep going. What else we got? Yeah, Oliver being Oliver. The astronaut coming back and still having a sequid in him.
Oh,
end up on him.
Very much like the comic book where we've all got the same question, being like, did no one scan this man?
Yeah, like, did they just go, yes, we did it?
Yep, off you go home,
just
Russ.
walk off the ship normally?
Thanks, Russ, go home. Highlights of this episode for Explode, killing King Lizard with his bloody stump. The parallel
the whole moment, like when the guards rock up and he's just like, oh, I'm fine, and blood's just squirting out of every orifice.
Yep.
Oh.
And the hole.
What else did we have? We had Alan. We had we caught up with Nolan being held captive by the
We did, right at the end of the episode,
So that was cool. It
was a big thing on his books, and then Mark and Amber was sort of
the relationship.
The second half
overlying.
You had the dual conversation between Amber and Eve and Mark and I'm glad we got a bit more of art. Because Mark Hamill was great, and also Art's just like the surrogate dad for Mark at the moment.
It was just like, oh, he's just going to him because he doesn't have anyone else to talk to.
Yeah, he's got girl issues. And we're getting a bit more. We got introduced to more of William, who was the guy that got turned into half a robot. By the evil college villain in season 1.
Yeah.
So
and Donald being there, being really still off.
Yeah.
We don't know how much he knows or where he's at right now after his apparent reset.
Yes. Yeah, and Alan's yoked, breaks a bed.
Oh, dude, yeah, Alan fucking
Alan's big.
Alan's dump truck.
Alan's yoked up.
Yeah, Alan's a big boy. But
add a third L to Alan, and then then you've got him.
But yeah, excited for more Seth Rogen as Alan.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to more Invincible.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Inject me with Thursday's episode now.
Pump it into my veins.
Pump it into my brain.
Damn.
Make me look like Armstrong with all that Invincible knowledge. But yeah, show's still great. Love the show.
It's real good.
Keep making it.
Do you think? I mean, you've read the comics, Alex, so obviously you're going to know the answer to this question.
Oh, come on.
Do you think Armstrong's weakness is one of those like head scratcher things?
Braden, you can't believe you spoiled the comics for yourself and the show for yourself. That's
those
exactly how Mark takes him out. Oh,
yeah, he gets behind him and he gets one of those. He gets one of those, but it's bigger.
Yeah,
and he goes, whoop, and it goes across all of his brain and his head, and he goes, ah.
I can't believe it was that. I can't believe it was that obvious.
Man,
damn.
Just-
Hopefully, Robert Kirkman
yeah.
changes that.
Yeah, hopefully, because that's embarrassing otherwise.
There we go.
Thank you so much
Blame Braden.
for joining us for episode 241 of MMT Millennium Movie Talk, a movie TV show and WWE podcast. But I mean, WWE is going to WrestleMania, so we didn't really have much to talk about. If you want, but I mean, yeah, when WrestleMania happens, we'll talk about that more
Next weekend.
Next weekend.
It's not this weekend. It's the weekend after.
Oh, okay. I was
so
like,
not Easter weekend. The one
Weekend
following.
after.
Oh, I mean, that would have worked out really well because of public holidays and shit. Oh, that would have been great.
Yeah.
Oh well, next weekend.
Next weekend.
So next episode.
Well, no,
we
it
can
is
talk
next
about
weekend, by
WrestleMania.
the way. Easter's this weekend. So.
Oh.
So
yes.
next
Yeah,
weekend's
it's
still
true.
the right
Yes.
terminology.
Okay. Yes. So it's still next episode.
Next episode. Yes, you're right there.
We'll chat about WrestleMania.
Next episode would be a complete Easter breakdown.
Yeah. What chocolate everyone get?
What we watch
How
on
many?
Easter
How many did
weekend.
you get in your treasure hunt?
Everyone's got to
Um,
watch Roadhouse with their family.
Yeah. Everyone's got to watch Hop.
I'm not watching Hop. Sorry,
I'm
Brad.
not watching Hop.
What-
I'll
I'm
watch
also
Sonic
not
instead,
watching
the
Hop.
Hop
exact same
or
film.
Rise of the Guardians you must watch.
I'd rather watch Rise of the Guardians.
I've never seen Rise of the Guardians or Hop, so either would be a new treat for me.
You should.
I would rather
You
watch
should
Rise of
check
the
out
Guardians.
Rise of the Guardians, Alex.
I
Hugh Jackman as the
used to-
Easter Bunny.
I used to get confused with that and the Owl movie.
The
Oh,
Owls of
yeah.
Gahoo or whatever.
Yeah. Are they called
mean-
like Guardians, Owls of Gahoo or something?
Oh yeah, it was called Guardians, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if there's any other Easter movies. Passion of the Christ?
I mean, technically,
Easter film.
yeah.
If someone
it
tries
is.
to convince me it's not an Easter film, then they seriously don't know their Jesus.
That's it.
But
Get to know your Jesus. That's the takeaway from this episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Follow us on your podcast service of choice. If you can leave a review, that'd be great. Subscribe on YouTube and leave a like and a comment and all that jazz. And as always,
I'm Alex,
I'm Braden.
And I'm Michael.
and we're out of here. Goodbye, losers.